I need everyone to welcome our moderator first. For this is Mr. Chaucer Leung, Director General of Communications from OFCA, to lead this panel discussion. Thank you. And our panelists are Ms. Alice Au, Vice President of Mobile Business Department of China, Unicom Hong Kong. Thank you for being with us. Mr. Bruce Lam, CEO Consumer of HKT. Mr. Damien Leong, Chief Technology Officer, Hutchison Telecom Hong Kong. Welcome. Mr. Dayue Wang, Director and Executive Vice President, Chief Compliance Officer of China Mobile. And also Mr. Gemini Wong, Chief Digital Officer of SmarTone. Thank you so much for being with us. All right, everyone please make yourself comfortable and I will hand it over to you, Mr. Leung.
Okay. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Chaucer Leung, Director General of Communications. Today's topic is about collaboration with the telecommunications industry to combat frauds and scams. I'm very happy that several friends from the industry are with me today. So let me briefly introduce them one by one. They are Alex Out from China Unicom, Hong Kong. Mr. Bruce Lam from HKT, Mr. Damien Leung from Hutchison Telephone, Mr. Dayue Wang from China Mobile Hong Kong, and Mr. Gemini Wong from SmarTone. So thank you all of you for joining us today. Back to the topic. Actually, I think I will have a lot to say, but first of all, I think you will agree with me that telecom industry is working very well in Hong Kong, but at the same time, we enjoy a lot of good telecom service, which is very important and even indispensable to us. So I think this is very convenient for us to use our mobile gadgets to connect with others anytime, anywhere. But mind you that at the same time, people having bad intention could also do the same and reach you with unsolicited calls or scams. Starting from September 2022, my office, OFCA, has set up a regular working group with police and also the major telecom operators to devise a series of measures to combat scam over the telecommunication networks. To have a stock taking, actually, we have disabled tens of thousands of deceptive hyperlinks. We have blocked millions of fraudulent calls or numbers and issued tens of millions of voice or text alerts to the general public. Of course, we also organize a lot of public education activities by ourselves or also with cooperation with police, legislative councillors, district councillors, and also privacy commissioner, etc. So without the intention of going into the further details, I would like to leave the time for my panelists to share with you their insights and their experience in combating scam across the telecommunication networks. Actually, I have prepared a few questions to ask so that in order to facilitate the discussion. The first one is about what are the latest trends in phone calls and SMS scams observed in operation of your networks, and what tools or assistance of your company are available to customers to protect themselves from such phone calls and SMS. Maybe I start with Alice, who is sitting closest to me, to start to have some views take on this issue.
Okay, first of all, thank you. And thank you for the invitations. According to your questions, on behalf of China Unicom, we have observed that in the recent years, telephone and SMS fraud methods have become increasingly intelligent and precise, mainly manifest in the search of fraudulent SMS messages, impersonating government or law enforcement agencies, fake investment scams, and phishing links. So in order to protect our customer from such threats, China Unicom International has launched a number of anti-fraud tools and services, such as intelligent early warning systems, It is a real-time monitoring tools which enable for us to monitoring abnormal communications patterns through AI big data analysis and proactively push risk reminders for our customers. Also, we have a 24-hour anti-fraud hotlines and online customer service. So whenever customers, anytime, they can consult and report suspicious fraud at any time. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Alice. How about you, Bruce?
First of all, thanks, Chaucer, give us a chance and give HKT can share what we did. To protect our customer, it is our top priority. So we spend a lot of effort since what Chaucer says 2022, and we start to run a campaign to do the anti-fraud. And the key, I think that we are the first operator to create a hotline, the 24 hours hotline, to all the user when our customer they get and they curious about all those, no matter it's a link or WhatsApp or messaging, and they can call us and text us and we can reply on that. And I think that is doing good. And I think last year we already have more than 20,000 of the customer already call. So go back to your question, talking about the trend. So what's the trend right now? And I use the number, the hard figure. And 2023, we brought 780 million calls. Okay. And last year it is around 7 million 30 calls, and this year up to now, it is around 350 million calls. So we already brought a lot of calls, and it is a huge number. I think for all those hard figures, and we didn't see the threats still ongoing. That is why I'm saying. So it is I think have to continue to do much more things, and we also offer go back to 2 years ago we already offered the call filtering, and to all the HKT postpaid customer, and of course we use a lot of the cooperations with police and OFCA, and we promoting using I'm Smart. I think that is very, very important, and you're using I'm Smart, helping the customer, to register, and from the prepaid. And we're going forward. We only almost is from the postpaid doing first and go to prepaid. But this time we use I'm Smart and in prepaid, and we're promoting the I'm Smart go to the postpaid as well.
Yeah, thanks to HKT's effort. Otherwise, I think Eddie will receive the filtering calls on a minute basis rather than on hourly basis, right? So let's turn to Damien.
Yeah, thanks for inviting me to this event. I think it's very important that we target anti-scam collectively in a coordinated effort, because from my point of view, right, the bad actors will always find the point, what they call it, the path of least resistance. So as an industry, as both industry, we work together, we can try to make it harder and harder. Now, just now, Chaucer, you mentioned about what are the trends now. So if I can bring everyone back, initially we will see scam calls from overseas. So, it's not plus 852. Then we see scam calls that is from overseas pretending to be from Hong Kong. And this is where we work with Chaucer very well as the industry. We give alerts that these calls are actually coming from overseas or pretending to come from overseas. And this is where when our users, they before they answer the call, they can get a notice to say that potentially it's a possible scam. Then, when we have done that very effectively, like I say, the path of least resistance, now we see that the trends of the calls coming locally in Hong Kong. And this is where I think the bad actors are getting smarter. So initially, we can see that they cycle through one operator's SIM card. So they have a machine to go through them. Then we notice that they have a machine to go through different operators' SIM card. But we have our ways. Obviously, it's not nice to share here so that we can continue to protect our customers, that we have machine learning to detect this. and then we stop the calls, as well as like Bruce mentioned, and we're working with regulators that we promote the real name registration and so on and so forth to make sure that identity are genuine. So, and I guess because it's a coordinated effort, and I think Chaucer can attest that, Hutchison Hong Kong was the first operator that gave a free call filtering service to Hong Kong, our customers that is older than 60-year-old, because usually they are the more susceptible to scams. So those are, if I may, that those are the tip of the iceberg that we are doing to protect our customers. And I haven't gone into the SMS yet, but I think we'll give opportunity to my colleagues to share other parts of our efforts.
Yeah, thank you, Damien, because your effort in giving call filtering to the people of 60 or more is not that applicable to the audience because they all look young, Okay, let's back to Dayue. Yeah.
Okay, Yes, it's okay. Okay, thank you everyone for the invitation, and it's my pleasure to take part in this event. And for the question to the China Mobile, as we observe the significant upsurge is the fake customer service calls and phishing short messages. Yes, it's just for the customers' sensitive information obtaining, and I think it's really great increasing. Also, I will take part in the governor and regulators to use our technical protection for the customers' interests. As we take part in the dual track anti-fraud system, the first is for the customer calls and short messages, high frequency, just like robocalls and mass short messages, spammings. And the other is for the low frequency. We use the AI power to protect customer for the imitation customer service calls. That's what we have done. Thank you.
Thank you, Dayue. Last but not the least, Gemini, may I have your take?
Sure. Thank you, Chaucer. I think we share the same. We see the one of the prominent trend on is the impersonation of the customer support, and we also did a lot. And we have a comprehensive anti-scam applications roll out to the market, and share the same with Damien. We also did a lot of the back-end network level blockage and on the call, and also the phishing SMS. And I want to point out one in the previous sessions, which how I mentioned, one of the tactics which we can prevent is a very strong verification process. And this is also one of the worry, which is last year we figured out. You can imagine people now can pretend as any representative from instant message company, telecom company, and everyone, right? And so we wrote a process called staff verification code, which is I would like to introduce more on that. So for every SmarTone, when we try to call a customer, they can always use ask for a verification code from us. So we can push a message, one-time password to the SMS or through our care app to populate a one-time password at that time, which the staff will be able to call out. So it's a two-way verification process, which even we make a call for the retention or whatever support call we are dealing with the customer. And we found that is a very effective way of doing so. So on top of all these applications we roll out, we will keep on doing all our work. I know all the partners here are doing all the background work and to really provide and hope that Hong Kong can be a better world in digital experience.
Thank you, Gemini. So it comes to the second question I would like to ask. It is, would you share with us some technical measures implemented by your company, either at request of OFCA or out of your own initiative in combating fraudulent phone calls and SMS? So this time I would like to do it in reverse order. So Gemini, this is once again.
Okay, thank you, Chaucer. I think at the network level, I can quote one or two examples. Damien mentioned a bit on the how they prevent and block the call. I would like to mention extend from that area. We have a so-called auto detection mechanism at the network level. So we have a database on the phishing SMS DB, and we also have a call mechanism on how to prevent. And take an example, like if a local customer, they receive a local call, okay? But we, from the network level, receive the origin is from overseas. So we will trigger a process oh, this may be a suspicious call, okay? So at the network level, we will block that call from connecting to the customer. So this is a lot of the work at the back end we have implemented for the customer, but it may be invisible to the public at this point of time. And secondly, we also do a lot of the DNS blockage. If we're already aware of some known phishing website, so even the customer receives the SMS, they very careless, they click on the link, but if they are using our mobile network, that link will be blocked. So they will just have a blank page, and we try to avoid them to access to all these dangerous domains.
Yes, thank you very much. But one thing for sure, I think SmarTone will, block the call according to the call pattern, right? We don't intercept the call.
Yeah, we don't intercept.
Okay, yeah, thanks. Dayue.
Okay, for the China mobile, we first is a response to the customer's request. We provide the customers support channel for 24 hours through our service hotline and also our mobile applications. As I just mentioned, we provide a established dual track system to anti-fraud. Also, we take part and work closely with Ofcom and the conduction, and also work with the police and enforcement and other regulators. As I say, this combining, they need to work together and work hard. Thank you.
So let's come to Damien.
Yes, so apparently we still have a bit of time, so I'll talk about the SMS that I let in just now, right? So this is another effort that I think is very good, where it's actually started out with our discussion with HKAB. So with the discussion with HKAB, we all know that the SMS, there are people who try to pretend to be another entity, and us as an industry, we work with HKAB, we come up with, as well as the regulator, definitely Chaucer, we come up with a solution to have a hash registration name. And I encourage all of the members here, all of the societies or the institutes or the bodies, please encourage your members to join this scheme, because it gives us a mechanism to filter out or block fake SMS. And I'm sure that you guys use OTP and the bad actors try to pretend that they are the OTP senders and so on and so forth. I think that is a very powerful method that we have used. And this is where, just now from my point of view, it's like a seesaw. When we are making the barrier harder and harder, it moves to the technology company. When the technology company does good, it moves back to here. So that's why we work together and try to make it harder and harder. And this is why I say a concerted effort is very important. And this is me, as a telco industry, I'm asking for all to ask your members to join the hash registration, and then we can try to put the barriers up from this side. Leading from Gemini, again, because we have coordinated effort and we work very well together, we know each other very well. Just now when we talk about a fraudulent website, we call it day zero, there's a machine learning to look at the website first, actually, because usually fraudulent website comes and goes very quickly. And if they are trying to pretend to be a bank website, the bank website wouldn't started last week or 2 weeks ago. So we have technologies like this to try to look at the website very quickly and say, yeah, this looks a bit dodgy, so then we won't let it pass. So there are many technologies that we work in the background to try to protect our customers. And obviously, these are the part of again, tip of the iceberg that we work with the regulators as well as our own initiatives to protect our customers.
Thank you very much for the very sensible comment on the circular, approach of the behavior of scammers. So, Bruce, may I have your thoughts?
Oh yeah, I think the efficiency, this is important. Once we receive the scam number from police or from OFCA, I think we need to, we are way away, to put it in our call filtering system and block. Another thing is driven by OFCA is the palm side. The palm side is the prefix before the sender. I think that is very important. But unfortunately, a lot of the users in Hong Kong, they don't know about those. So they're always the senders from Facebook, with 10, or maybe a WhatsApp is the app is the E or something like this. And so when we are in our system, I saw for those sender with the palm sign and very sensitive and look like the sender, we will send the SMS alert, to the customer and to alert them where it may be. It is a scam. So just last year, I think in this year, in the beginning of this year from now, we already sent out more than 10 million SMS. Such kind of and to the customer to remind them. I think that is. I think we have to continue all those educations.
Thank you very much, Bruce. May I ask Alice?
Okay, thank you, Charles. I think what China Unicom do is quite similar to what Damien just mentioned. China Unicom and City University of Hong Kong have jointly established the Intelligent Anti-Fraud Joint Laboratory. It is dedicated to building an end-to-end AI-powered fraud governance framework. So currently, the lab focusing on threat intelligence and early warning systems. So by leveraging open source intelligence collections methodologies, the lab is able to systematically gather scam-related data from news media, social platforms, and instant messaging apps to fuel its analysis. So as such, the lab leverages large language model, LLM technology, to conduct in-depth analysis and intelligence assessments. The system identifies high-frequency fraud types, constructs a fraud knowledge graph, and detects emerging scam patterns, which is 2 to 3 weeks earlier than traditional detection method. So with such warning informations, we are enabled to take more target interceptions and mitigations measures for our customers. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So I have the final question to ask. Could you introduce the publicity efforts or plan of your company to raise the awareness of customers against scams? Because of the limitation of time, may I ask our panelists to volunteer themselves to give us some brief answers?
So okay, I'll go first. And okay, what we should do, and as I'm saying in the beginning, and we're already starting an ongoing the anti-fraud campaign, 2 years ago, and I think the education is important, and we offer different workshops, the face-to-face workshop to the golden age, and also to some disadvantaged citizens in the market. And I think that is also important. And another important thing is what we are doing it is, and for the retail touch point, it is important. And so we train up all our frontline sales and the frontline colleagues, and can answer all those the anti scams the issues and let the customer when they face the issues, they will panic, and where they go, they maybe go to the shop. So I think that the shop training face to face, actually this is important.
Maybe I'll supplement. I guess one thing that since police is here as well, we assist police to send SMS. We are talking about SMS as well, that to educate the general public. As well on our website, we promote police's app to educate the customers as well. So we work very well with police as well. And that's the thing from my point of view. Hong Kong I enjoy working here because all I can see regulators, different bodies, and we work very well together. And again, websites, SMS, we're happy to help in kind to protect our Hong Kong citizens. Yep.
Actually, I can't agree more with the public awareness is as important as the technical defenses, and also the education is a very important part of the journey. And actually at SmarTone we do all angles, like the apps, the CRM, everything, to pushing the message, educating the publics. And I also hope that people in this room and also the media team also help to really do the work, and hope that Hong Kong can be a better place to live in.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll explain a little more. Other than those ways that those guests just mentioned, China Unicom has also organized community workshops, expert seminars, and case study sections in the common neighborhoods such as Kwun Tong, Yau Tong, and Hong Kong in the past years. So the result is significantly enhancing residents' recognitions to the fraud skills and the risk awareness and the self-protection capabilities. That has been proven quite useful.
So thank you for the great sharing, but I am afraid that we have to stop here because the time is running out. But before closing, I would like to invite all of you to give a round of applause to all the panelists on stage. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And thank you, Chaucer, for being our moderator. Can I please invite everyone to step forward for a group photo? Thank you so much, Chaucer, for being our moderator. That was wonderful. Thank you, Ms. Au. Thank you, Mr. Leung, Mr. Leong, Mr. Wang, and Mr. Wong. As I mentioned, we always wish there was more time for these fruitful discussions. However, this is it for today, and I hope everyone have tuned in and have learned a thing or two. Please show off your best smiles for the camera. I think we need to have more of these discussions in the future, as this is a topic that's very well discussed. Everyone, please direct your attention to the back, to our media friends. All right. Everyone, let's put our hands together just to say thank you to all of our speakers, all of our attendees, and to you all for attending. Thank you. Everyone, please be seated.